So I saw this thing on social media that I thought was really fun, and I thought we could do it here at the Decent Dads podcast. You've seen some of these like drafts where people are going back and forth saying their top 5 favorite X things.
Yeah. My favorite chips.
Exactly. My favorite chips or my favorite snack, top tier fast foods, whatever
that's a
it
good
is.
One. Yeah.
We should do that one. Doesn't really apply to dads. Maybe we should just do that off the air. But thinking about dad stuff, I was trying to think like, how could we frame this? And then I was thinking, well, I'm a movie buff. I'm a TV buff.
Yeah.
Like, what about fictional dads? What about like books, movies, TV? So I would like to welcome everyone to the 2020 Fictional Dad
2022
Draft.
Brian.
What did I say?
You said 2020. 2022.
Did I say 2020?
Yeah.
Good Lord. I'm only 2 years behind, almost 3.
We are post-COVID.
Post-COVID. Excuse me. The 2022 Fictional Dad Draft. Movies, TV, books, whatever you got. Let's start round 1. DC, what is it? What is your top
This will
draft?
be posted on ESPN, too,
exactly.
just so you guys know.
Top
funny
draft.
that you should ask, Brian, because I brought my list here. Coming in at number 1 for Team Cheney.
He's got it written down. I love
Fictional Dad Draft, number 1. Position number 1. Round 1.
Round 1.
Hank Hill.
That's fine. You can have Hank
you know
Hill.
why?
You
know why?
Give me why.
Well, because I sell propane and propane accessories. And this guy is just the iconic dad because I remember watching one episode when I was little. He's working on a door. The door's not working. Pops out the WD-40 can. He can't get the WD-40 can open, so he pops out a mini WD-40 can, sprays the big WD-40 can to get it open. And I was like, if that is not the epitome of a dad, I don't know what is. So that's easy number 1 for me.
Well, I think that you're wrong because the obvious number 1 draft pick is Bandit from Bluey. The greatest dad there ever did were.
Mr. Healer's pretty solid.
Mr. Healer, Bandit Healer. He plays imaginary games with his kids all the time.
Has the sickest accent.
Has the coolest Australian accent. And inexplicably has like the nicest house. Isn't he like a mail carrier and she works for the government or something? Like they don't have big crazy jobs, but they've got a badass house. So obviously he's either also selling drugs on the side or something like that.
Got to make ends meet. I get
exactly.
it.
He's got like a little bit of a background to him. It's obviously Bandit.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty solid. I am a big Bandit fan. So I can't argue with that.
Mr. Healer.
I mean,
round 2. What you
coming in at the 3rd pick for the 2022 Fictional Dad Draft
that's so stupid,
is
2020.
the Clark Griswold.
Oh shit!
Yes,
I got to mark that one off my list. I'm trying to draw. on my phone
right.
there.
Yeah, that does not work that way.
I got to mark Clark off my phone. He was on that list. Yeah,
this dude tries to make every holiday, every family vacation like top notch. He
just wants something nice for his kids.
He does. He has jerks for in-laws. He has the jerk uncle.
Shitter's full.
Uncle Eddie. And he's just the positive guy. Just tries to make it, he does the best with what he has, and
Full
good for him.
disclosure, I had a conversation about this with my family yesterday.
Yeah.
Just trying to see if anybody had any ideas, and everybody's like, are you sure Clark Griswold is a good dad? And I'm like, I don't care if he like cusses and is unhappy with his job. He's trying to make the holidays nice.
First
Give him
of
a
all,
break.
Any dad that puts that many lights on a house, like truly
obviously gives a damn.
Loves their family.
Exactly.
Right.
Obviously gives a damn. My next pick is probably controversial.
Oh.
From a like, is he a good dad in like the granola good dad kind of way? But my next pick is Ron Swanson. Ronald Ulysses Swanson. He's going to teach his kid how to use every power tool under the sun.
Yeah.
I mean, early
how to build a campfire in the rainforest.
Exactly. Yeah. That little kid was early in his life learning how to use a belt sander while Ron was refinishing those floors in the city council offices or wherever he was. That little boy or little girl. Was it a little girl? I think it was a little boy.
I don't know.
I think it was a little boy. Ron is going to teach that kid how to hunt, how to fish, how to have the one of the three proper haircuts, where you only get to have a crew cut or a buzz cut or another buzz cut, which I'm pretty sure is in the Swanson Pyramid of Excellence.
Oh yeah, and I love that he's like the dad of like the, I don't know, I guess like 60s or 70s of like no emotion.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
Like,
plus, he's got killer facial hair.
He does.
That's my
your
number 2 pick.
Okay. Well, my number 3 pick, this is a solid one, is Marlin from Nemo.
You son of a bitch!
Yes.
God, I'm gonna run out of freaking names on this list. God,
like,
you suck.
This guy crossed an entire
That's
ocean.
literally my next one. You suck.
Fighting off sharks, fighting off jellyfish, seagulls, just to find his son Nemo.
Yeah.
And he did. Mission accomplished.
You know what? I wholeheartedly agree with everything you just said, so I'm gonna have to. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You just took mine right off the top.
Should I start from the bottom of my list?
Yeah, you really should work your way up. Yeah, exactly. Next on my list, because I'm having to bump down a spot here, is Ned Stark from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Ned Stark, Eddard Stark, raised all of those kids, including his own bastard son, who ended up not being his son, but, spoiler alert.
Awkward.
But, he was honorable. He taught his kids to be strong, to believe in family. And, he died a gruesome death for standing by what he believed in. So, and then his head ended up on a stake.
I was going to say, he made it
through
what, a whole one season?
Yeah, I don't think he got all the way to the end of the first season. Whatever, he was a good dad.
Really reaching for that
No,
pick.
Ned Stark.
Really
hey, you know what? His kids ended up being the heroes of that story, so whatever.
Yeah, well, he didn't, though. So, but you know who was a hero of their story in a sense? Speaking of recent TV shows.
Who's that?
Jim Hopper.
Jim
Stranger Things.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
This guy.
The surrogate, like the adoptive dad.
This guy has 0 kids, not married, nothing. But he takes in this poor little girl that's fighting off
that can do telekinesis,
dimensional demons or whatever they are that she's fighting over here. And, he just takes her in as his own, raises her to be a normal human being, which, that's pretty solid. However, he does kind of struggle a little bit because she keeps getting into these little fiascos. Sure. I get it. It makes great TV. Doesn't make you such a great parent. That's why he's number 4 on my list.
And then he's locked in Russia for years on end.
But he's a pretty solid guy. And yeah, he is. And he still comes back to be a great dad.
Exactly. He's taking care of his kids.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah,
sorry.
Sorry. Hashtag spoiler. I've not seen it, so thanks. Next on my list is, I don't even know the character's name because really it's just Liam Neeson's. Liam Neeson's in The Taken.
That's because he's the same character in every single movie that he plays.
Liam Neeson's.
Oh, my kid gets kidnapped. Let me just go beat some ass.
Exactly. So Liam Neeson in Taken is Liam Neeson's. Excuse me. Thank you, Key and Peele. Liam Neeson's is obviously the next on my list because I will find you. I have a unique set of skills. I will kill you, or whatever in the world he says. He obviously gives a shit about his family.
Our impersonations are on point, by the way.
They get worse and worse as we continue to do this. It might be the hoppy coffee.
Yeah,
but Liam Neeson obviously cares about his family, and he's going to take care of that daughter. And especially after the kidnapping, he's like, listen here, Hungarians or whoever it was that captured, who was
it? It is Eastern Europeans.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I will kill you.
Yeah.
Except he doesn't have an accent. Why did I give him an accent? What was next on your list?
Oh, no. That was good. That was good. Oh, man. Number 5, man. I had some good options here. But, I'm going to end it on a good note here. So the final pick for Team Chaney in the 2022
Fictional
Dad Draft is Forrest Gump.
Oh, I gotta push back on that one.
Ooh, well, okay.
Picked a sketchy mom.
Well, first off, Forrest, who doesn't like Forrest? As a person, not talking about dad, just person,
guy.
right?
All right. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a feel-good character, right? But then too, old Jenny, she comes back into his life.
Miss Jenny.
And they have a kid that he doesn't know about, and then he finds out whenever he's probably 4 or 5, however old he is.
Sure.
And then he just takes him on as if, he'd been with him the whole time. And I'm like, you know what? That is the most Forrest thing you could ever do.
You're right. I'll give you that one. That's a pretty good one. My final...
It was between Forrest and Walter White.
Okay,
for my number five.
that's.
I went both ends
Forrest
of the
is right answer.
spectrum.
Yeah, I think Forrest is the right answer in that one. That's funny because I had two at the end of mine. The runner up for my list was Uncle Phil. Again, talking about adoptive dads.
Oh,
Uncle
yeah.
Phil. Uncle
That's a
Phil
good one.
was a really good
Oh,
dad,
no.
just like on and off.
His
paper.
adopted son just got in a little bit of trouble
Yeah, he's a little
for abusing people.
He just slapping people and whatever. It's a real problem. But I think number 5 on my list is Adam Sandler and Big Daddy. Because while he
how
might
did I
not
not
be
think that's a really good
on
one.
paper, he might not be the best dad, but as the kid or as the child of that guy, how much fun would Adam Sandler be as your dad? And you get to pick whatever clothes you're going to wear, and you get to rename yourself and call yourself Frankenstein Applesauce or whatever he renamed himself to. So
Man, Brian, that might be the steal of the draft right there.
Adam Sandler,
Well
round 5, really got that one done.
Well
there.
done. Man, dang. Yeah. I had some other good ones, but they didn't make the cut.
I don't
That's
know.
okay.
I saw that on social media, and I thought those kind of these like draft things are just hilarious.
They are.
And so I wanted to try and see if we could get that done with our show.